Let's take a look at holding period returns. So suppose you have a bunch of different returns over, for example, t years. And each year you get a different return, R1, R2, all the way out to RT. So the return for each year is R sub I, where I is the subscript for the year. So R1 and R2, etc. So what do you have here? You have the holding period return is 1 plus R1 times 1 plus R2 times all the way out to time period T, so 1 plus RT, and then you subtract 1 from it. So if you look at this equation, you can see that it's an equation that accounts for compounding. It's a compound return. So you received this return in year 1, but after 2 years, you have more in your account because you earned R1 in the first year, and then you get 1 plus R2 here, and on for as many periods as we have. And then we subtract 1 at the end of the equation, and that accounts for the 1 that we added in to get the 1 plus R1, 1 plus R2, etc. You want to keep in mind that holding period return is not averaged. It's the total return over the holding period. If you want the average return using this formula, you're actually going to be computing a geometric average. In fact, what you're going to do is you're going to have the same formula here, and then you keep the 1 outside of it, and you're going to take the tth root here. You're going to raise it to the 1 over t power. If you think about arithmetic averages, you divide by the number of observations. Here, because you're multiplying, you're going to raise it to the 1 over tth power. So if you have 2 returns, you're going to take the square root of that. If you have 3 returns, you're going to take the cube root, etc. So let's take a look at an example. So suppose you get 10% in the first year, 11% in the second year, minus 3% in the third, and then 15% in the fourth year. Then the formula is 1.10 times 1.11. We're just adding 1 to all of these. 1 plus negative 0.03 is 0.97, and then times 1.15, and we subtract 1. So it's 0.3620, or 36.2%. So what does that mean? That means over this 4-year period, you've earned 36.2%. It's not an average. It's a total return over that time period. If you want the average, as I mentioned before, you want to compute the geometric average. And I have a video that looks at arithmetic and geometric averages, and I'll post the link below if you're interested. So I hope you found this useful, and thanks for watching.